Hi everybody, so it's day 3, week 2 of poetry, and the figurative language we're going to talk about today is personification. Personification. All of these words are kind of big, but I will tell you what it means. So I'm looking at your packet now, and it says at the top of page 21, what is personification? Personification is giving human qualities, actions, feelings, or thoughts to non-human objects. For example, you can say the leaves danced in the wind. Danced is a type of personification because leaves don't actually dance. Dancing is something that humans do. So I'm going to read you another one and listen for the word that's something a human would do, okay? The toys dreaded playtime at the daycare. Dreaded is the personification. To dread something means you're like, no. And toys don't actually do that. They're toys. So then you have your worksheet here. It says circle the object that is being personified in each statement. So what object is being given human qualities? Then underline the word or words that show the human quality the object has been given. Okay, so the wilted flowers begged for water. So first of all, what's the object? What's kind of the main thing here? The flowers, right? So you would circle flowers. Oh, Rue is interested in this lesson. You would circle flowers, and then you have to underline what about the flowers is human-like that doesn't actually happen. So that would be begged, because flowers don't beg, but humans do. So you'd circle flowers because that's what this sentence is about. And then you would underline begged because begged is the word that a human would do that they're saying this object would do. It's giving it a personality, okay? Number 2, the nail waited in fear for the next blow. Do nails actually wait though? No. So the sentence is about a nail. You would circle nail. And then what did they do that was like a human? They waited, okay? Or even, you could even underline waited in fear. Either one is fine. Number 3 says, the tired old shoes wanted only to rest in the closet. So the main thing, it's mainly about these shoes. So you would circle shoes. Now look for words that a person would do. There's a couple. You can underline tired, and you can also underline rest, because shoes don't get tired and shoes don't want to rest. So those are things that humans do. I'll do one more with you because these are kind of tricky. The ripe red strawberries smiled up at me from their bowl. It's mostly about strawberries, so you're gonna circle strawberries. And then do strawberries smile? No, but humans do. So you'll underline smiled. Okay, so you're circling the object. You're circling what it's mostly about. And then you're underlining things that it says about the objects that humans do, okay? Let's look at page 22. It says personification practice. I'll read you the definition again. Personification is giving human qualities, actions, feelings, thoughts to non-human objects. So letter A, circle yes if the sentence is an example of personification. Circle no if this sentence is not an example of personification. So remember, you're looking for things that are not human, that are being described with human-like qualities. So number 1 says, the train waited patiently for the passengers to board. Do trains wait patiently? No, that's a human thing. So since the train has human qualities, it is personification. You circle yes. Number 2 says, Maria gathered the beautiful flowers in the morning light. Well, Maria is a person, and gathering flowers is what people do sometimes. So you would circle no, it is not personification. I'm going to skip down to letter B. It says fill in the blank with the correct word to personify the sentence. So what word would you use to make it personification? The hot sun was glaring down at us, or the hot sun was shining down at us. Which one of those, glaring or shining, is something that a human would do? Glaring, right? Does the sun glare at you? Glare is like you look at somebody. No, suns don't do that, but people do. So if you say the sun was glaring, you're personifying the sun. So it would be glaring. Okay, number 2. The car raced quickly down the road. Or the car raced eagerly down the road. Which one is something that's more human, quickly or eagerly? It's eagerly. It's kind of a hard word. It means that you really want to do something, okay? But cars don't really want to do something. Cars are just cars. So eagerly makes the car personified. And then page 23 says, personify it. Write a sentence personifying each of these things. So you have to make up your own personification, okay? So we could say, the first one is a snowflake. So you could say, a snowflake was so hungry it gobbled up other snowflakes as it fell to the ground. Snowflakes aren't hungry, but people are. So you need to look at these and think about things that people do that you can make these objects do. I'll do one more. An old computer what? An old computer wanted to nap so bad that he shut himself off. Do computers nap? No, they don't nap, but people do. So make these things do things that people do. Your poem today says, or the title, is It's Spring, because it is spring. So let's read a poem about spring, and you're going to listen for things that are not human, do human things. It's spring, and the garden is changing its clothes, putting away its dark winter suits, its dull scarves, and drab brown overcoats. Now it wraps itself in green shoots, slips on blouses, sleeved with pink and white blossom, pulls on skirts of daffodil and primrose, snowdrop socks and purple crocus shoes, then dances in the sunlight by John Foster. So that's your poem, and I'm uploading it for you. And you have it to use with your graphic organizer. So mental image, there's a lot of mental images here. So you guys can get out your crayons and draw this beautiful spring day that this poem is giving you. Any rhyming words? Any patterns? There might not be. How does it make you feel? It makes me feel really happy because the poem reminds me of how it is outside right now. It's so beautiful today. And then any sort of figurative language. So you're listening for personification, hyperboles, idioms, metaphors, similes. You got a lot going on, and you might not see all of them. You might only see one. You might only see personification, but you've learned them all now, so you can look for all of them. And then I want you to do a narrative writing piece, and you are going to talk about something in a garden that comes alive. So maybe a tomato comes alive, and it's an evil tomato, and it gets really big, and it gobbles up all of Denver. Or maybe a big, beautiful flower comes to life, and it travels through the city, and it makes everybody happy. Or maybe a big, giant onion comes to life. And every time it gets angry, a layer of it peels off. I don't know. Think of something in a garden and bring it to life and make it do something crazy. Okay? Or make it do something nice. That's fine too. So you have pages 21, 22, 23 for personification in your figurative language packet. You have your poem about spring. You have your graphic organizer for your poem about spring. And then you are going to write a narrative piece about something in a garden that comes to life because it's spring now. Okay? All right. Bye, guys. Talk tomorrow.